Steve Jobs' commencement address at Stanford University. Excerpted and adapted. I'm honored to be with you today for your commencement. This is the closest I've ever gotten to a college graduation. I dropped out of Reed College after 6 months, but then stayed around as a drop-in for another 18 months before I really quit. So why did I drop out? It started before I was born. My biological mother was a young graduate student, and she decided to put me up for adoption. She felt strongly that I should be adopted by college graduates, so everything was all set for me to be adopted at birth by a lawyer and his wife, except that they decided they really wanted a girl at the last minute. Instead, my parents got a call asking, "We've got an unexpected baby boy." "Do you want him?" they said. Of course. My biological mother found out later that my mother had never graduated from college and that my father had never graduated from high school. She refused to sign the final adoption papers. She only relented when my parents promised that I would go to college. 17 years later, I did go to college, but I naively chose a college that was almost as expensive as Stanford, and all of my working-class parents' savings were being spent on my tuition. After 6 months, I couldn't see the value in it, so I decided to drop out and trust that it would all work out okay. It was pretty scary at the time, but looking back, it was one of the best decisions I ever made. The minute I dropped out, I could stop taking uninteresting classes and begin dropping in on the ones that looked far more interesting. Much of what I stumbled into turned out to be priceless. For example, since I didn't have to take the normal classes, I decided to take a calligraphy class one semester. I learned about what makes typography great. It was beautiful, historical, artistic, and subtle in a way that science can't capture, and I found it fascinating. 10 years later, when we were designing the first Macintosh computer, it all came back to me, and we designed it into the Mac. It was the first computer with beautiful typography. If I had never dropped in on that single course, the Mac would have never had multiple typefaces or proportionally spaced fonts, and since Windows copied the Mac, it's likely that no personal computer would have them. You can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backward, so you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. You have to trust in something, your gut, destiny, whatever. Follow your instincts, even when they lead you off the well-worn pathways, and that will make all the difference. Graduates wanted. Students drop out of college for many different reasons. A few brilliant businessmen, such as Steve Jobs, become so successful at a young age that they do not need to graduate. And exceptional athletes, such as NBA star Kobe Bryant, can leave school early and play professional sports. But while some dropouts are successful, most people still need a diploma to get a decent-paying job. Although he never finished college himself, Bill Gates believes that getting a degree is generally the right choice. He also argues that universities must work harder to ensure that students graduate with valuable career skills. Most dropouts do not leave school to follow a dream. Many give up because they cannot handle the academic challenges and because they do not receive enough guidance from the university. Others leave because they have trouble paying tuition. As Gates once pointed out on his blog, these dropouts end up feeling bad about themselves. Their entire sense of what they can achieve in life is damaged, he wrote. In fact, statistics show that college graduates have more rewarding jobs and higher incomes. They even appear to be healthier than those who did not finish college. Thus, universities should do more to keep struggling and low-income students in school. It is not only the students themselves who benefit from graduating, however. We are all better off when more people graduate because a healthy economy depends on it. Educated workers will only be more in demand in the future. Salaries will continue to rise for these workers, while salaries will fall for those without college degrees. As Gates warns, this will increase poverty and inequality.